Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B spoilers tease that Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, will soon realize the awful truth about Dark Grace Buckingham's, Cassandra Creech, life-saving brain surgery. Their John Finnegan, Tanner Novlan, points out that his incision is more like a scratch. The doctor said that for a surgery like Liam's, the incision should be bigger. Not only that, but his recovery would be intense. Get updates on the latest news about The Bold and the Beautiful straight to your inbox. Liam told Finn that he feels weirdly normal. He said that he felt like he did before Grace gave him his fatal diagnosis. It was a clue that Grace had not only faked Liam's illness and surgery, but she also schemed to get Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, to pay $1 million for that sham of a surgery. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers tease that Finn is getting more alarmed about Liam's surgery. The fact that she discharged Liam from a hospital after just a few days was a red flag. Then he learned that Grace flew in a specialist for an experimental procedure on Liam that had the hefty price tag of $1 million. At first, Finn was impressed with the surgery's result. Liam seems to be cured and back to his old self, but it seems too good to be true. Finn realizes that a brain surgery like this would have a lengthy recovery period. It wouldn't be an immediate recovery where Liam claims to be feeling perfectly fine with no pain. The real clue was when Finn looked under Liam's bandage and found a small incision, equivalent to a scratch. It was nowhere near the size that the incision should be to cut out a tumor of his size. It set off alarm bells in Finn's mind, making him question whether Liam underwent any surgical procedure at all. As Finn questions Liam about his symptoms, Grace appears nervous as she listens outside the door. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers state that Finn wonders how Liam recovered so quickly. Liam doesn't have any answers but feels grateful that he will fully recover. Finn isn't convinced. His medical expertise tells him that something isn't right. The $1 million price tag makes him uneasy. The more Finn learns about Liam's surgery, the more suspicious he becomes. Something about the surgery and the large price tag makes him question Grace's motives. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers state that Finn will confront Grace after he figures out the mystery. Grace will likely try to dodge his questions, fearing the backlash if Bill learns the truth about her money-grabbing scheme. The walls are closing in, secrets are starting to crack, and a single scratch might be the unraveling thread that changes everything for the Forresters, the Logans, and the Spencers. In a week packed with emotional turmoil, whispered lies, and desperate actions, it's a small medical detail that may become the clue Liam Spencer needs to blow open a mystery that's been simmering beneath the surface for months. After weeks of growing tension, suspicion, and gut instincts that wouldn't quit, Liam finds himself closer than ever to confirming what his heart has been screaming: something is deeply wrong. And Finn may have the answer without even knowing it. It begins in the hospital, where Finn is tending to a routine patient case. But as he moves through his rounds, something odd catches his eye. A small, barely noticeable scratch on a patient tied to the Forrester inner circle. That scratch doesn't match the story he was given. It's too fresh, too specific. And worst of all, it's not healing like it should. For Finn, whose mind is trained to spot patterns others miss, this isn't just a fluke, it's a detail. A clue. And in the high-stakes world of The Bold and the Beautiful, details can mean the difference between redemption and betrayal. But Finn isn't the only one noticing things that don't add up. Liam, still haunted by the emotional fallout from Hope's betrayal and steely determination to protect his family, has been watching. Observing. Piecing together the inconsistencies in Stucky's behavior, Finn's subtle shifts in demeanor, and the peculiar silences from Ridge and Brooke when certain subjects arise. Liam has always trusted his instincts, even when they led him into trouble. And this time, they're screaming louder than ever. He's close. Too close. The scratch Finn found becomes the cornerstone of a theory that could destroy relationships and bring buried truths to the surface. But Finn doesn't want to believe it. He wants to trust Steffi, trust his family, believe that nothing sinister is going on behind the walls of the Cliff House. But doubt creeps in, and when doubt enters, trust begins to wither. Liam corners Finn in the hospital corridor one late evening, his voice low but insistent. He's not asking anymore, he's demanding answers. What did Finn find? Who was the patient? Why is the timeline off? And why, above all, is everyone acting like nothing's wrong when everything feels off-kilter? Finn resists at first, loyal to Steffi and terrified of what this might mean. But Liam's persistence, his evidence, and his desperation begin to wear him down. Eventually he relents, just enough to give Liam a glimpse, a name, a time, a scratch. That's all Liam needs. As he dives deeper, Liam's investigation leads him into the shadows of a conspiracy that stretches farther than he thought possible. He uncovers surveillance footage that doesn't match up, GPS pings that shouldn't exist, and witness statements that seem rehearsed. All signs point to a cover-up. and the more he uncovers, the more he's convinced that someone he once trusted has been playing a very dangerous game. Meanwhile, Steffi can feel the shift. She senses Finn pulling away and Liam circling like a hawk. She's not sure what they know, but she knows it's only a matter of time before the truth erupts, and when it does, it could cost her everything: her marriage, her home, and possibly her freedom. Brooke and Ridge are no longer in control of the narrative. The power is shifting, and even they may be forced to pick sides when the secret is finally exposed. Hope, meanwhile, is watching from a distance, torn between guilt over her own choices and concern for Liam's growing obsession. She wants to believe he's wrong, that there's nothing to find, but deep down, she knows he's rarely wrong when it matters most. As Finn grapples with the implications of what he's uncovered, he begins to feel like a pawn in someone else's game. Was the scratch just an accident? Or is it proof of something far more sinister, a hidden struggle, a violent encounter, or a staged incident meant to manipulate emotions and shift alliances? He starts to question his own memory, his own judgments, and whether he truly knows the woman he married. Liam, emboldened by the pieces coming together, makes a bold move. He takes his findings to Bill Spencer. The two have had their differences, but when family is on the line, Bill always shows up. Together, they plan their next steps. And if they're right, if what they suspect is true, it could lead to the downfall of one of the most powerful players in Los Angeles. In a world where beauty masks betrayal and love walks hand in hand with lies, a scratch, tiny, fleeting, almost invisible, might just leave the deepest scar of all. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.